Bill? You see that on the CNN this weekend?
Might as well we serve wine.
Yeah, but I'm saying, these Catholics, they got, it's a hookup, basically, for young people.
Of course it is, brother. They're trying to get them old fogies out of office and put the younger generation in. That's what they're trying to do. Because the younger generation, the old folks ain't doing nothing sitting back on their laurels and enjoying everything. They ain't doing nothing, man, but raping these young boys.
Yeah, when you see it, it's going to look like a nightclub scene. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Put it on television.
Yeah, I can understand that, brother. I can understand that. Chapter 91 in verse 1 through verse 16.
Verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
So once that 2/3 is purged out, that third is going on a march to the secret place in the wilderness, because y'all know Jake is going to tell everybody where we are. Y'all know that. So we're going to the secret place, and there will be a covering over the whole defense. Go ahead and read.
With everything they got out of America, they're going to tell what's going on.
Of course. Of course. It said you're going to open a storehouse and she's going to be robbed. It said the children of Judah is going to come bring their gold and their silver with them. So obviously he's going to cause the same thing to happen in America that happened when we came out of Egypt. And once we get out there in that wilderness, man, brothers and sisters is going to want to go to Conrad Hilton. Folks going to want to go and lay up on them resorts and everything and spend that gold and silver and so forth and just party and become a part of Lucifer's kingdom. That's what we do now. Don't we? We love flirting with Lucifer. And if you flirt with Lucifer, you can believe one thing. All you got to do is flirt. And he's going to be in there. Yeah, you can believe that. You open the door to the devil, he ain't going to show you no slack. Go ahead and read it, brother.
Verse 2. I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my Elohim, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shall thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
Praise Yah.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, your habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near your dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against the stone.
They shall bear you up in your hand to keep you from kicking your foot against a stone. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 13. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and dragon shall thou trample on the feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation.
Those that dwell in the secret place of the Most High, these are the ones that's going to be shown that salvation. So what do we see here? We saw that after America, just before America, after America's destruction, we saw that 2/3 of our people were purged, and Yahweh's portion goes to the secret place in the wilderness from the wrath of Lucifer for those 3.5 years known as the Great Tribulation period. Now let's go to Revelation chapter 9 and pick it up at verse 1 through verse 12. Revelation chapter 9 and verse 1 through verse 12. So I keep doing these classes and things like this so that you young brothers, I know that y'all like to do a lot of saber rattling and so forth and so on, you know, but a lot of times, brother, you need to put your sword in your sheath. Especially when brothers come around that you know, that they say they come to fellowship, but they don't come to fellowship, they come to fuss. And you know that you ain't getting no fruit there, so why saber rattle with them? Saber rattle with people that don't know what the truth is, you know, that has never heard the truth, you know, but to those that want to come around and want to box with y'all, why box? You ain't getting no fruit. So what's the sense in dealing with it? Walk away, and that'll take care of the whole deal, won't it? Where I told you to go, man.
Revelation chapter 9, verses 1 through 20.
Right. If you give a fool an opportunity to express himself, then the fool will express himself. So don't give him the opportunity. You know. Revelation chapter 9, and pick that up, verse 1 through verse 12, my brother.
And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there rose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of Elohim in their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men.
Now understand, now this brother here don't know what a helicopter, a tank, or none of that stuff is, so he's trying to describe things as best as he could in his time. But go ahead and read, brother.
Verse 8. And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. And they had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. And they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue have his name Apollyon. 1 woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter.
Okay, chapter 16 and verse 10 through verse 11. Chapter 16 and verse 10 and 11. Stand up, sister, I can't hear you.
As far as the chip is concerned, people who may get it, say, like in New Orleans, they use the chip for all the dead people to count them and keep up with them. So those people have the chips already in them. So when he comes back, will people who may have known of Yahweh, will they be saved or risen? But they already got that chip in them.
Well, if they dead, the chip don't make no difference, does it? Okay, the chip that they're talking about placing in people is for the living, really, so that they can keep track of the living. They know about the dead is done. If a brother or sister is already dead and somebody put a chip in you while you're dead, ain't nothing you can do about that. You're already dead. When you're dead, you're done. Let the good time go. Let them do what they want to do to you, cremation or whatever. They won't have to give an account for that, sister, because they're already dead.
What about the babies? Because they're trying to pass trying to change the law and make a patent now where they can start using the chip. So when babies are born now, the hospitals are going to try to use that, of course, as a a medical tracking device. What about those infants?
Well, those chips, it's a difference between a chip and the name, number, and mark of the beast. That's what you got to worry about, is the name, number, and mark of the beast. They're going to get this thing set up to where you ain't going to be able to buy or sell except you have the name, number, and mark of the beast, and they ain't got nothing to do with that chip, sweetheart. That chip is just for tracking and identification. That's all it's for. Okay. Chapter 16, and pick that up at verse 10 and 11, brother.
Yes, sir. And the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness. And they gnawed their tongues for pain, and blasphemed the Elohim of heaven because of their pains and their sores, and repented not of their deeds.
So what this is now, this is the war between, you can pick this up in the book of Daniel. We're going to cover that. Chapter 13, and verse 1 through verse 10. Chapter 13, in verse 1 through verse 10. This is the war, what they're talking about now is the war that's going to go on between the kings of the Middle East, the Muslim folks over there. It's going against, it's the beast coming against them because they have to cause everyone to receive that name, number, and mark. And we know that the Arabs over there in the Middle East ain't going to take nothing unless they have been totally defeated. And the beast is going to have to defeat the Middle East before he can rule the whole earth. Chapter 13, let's pick that up in 13 in verse 1 through verse 10.
Revelation of Daniel. Revelation of Daniel.
Revelation.
Is not Aryan another name for European? Okay.
Sure, the Aryans come out of Europe.
Chaldeans, we said the Aryans. Yeah.
The Aryans come out of Europe. Okay. Chapter 13, in verse 1 through verse 10. Let's pick up this last empire.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And Lucifer gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority. And I saw one of his heads, as it were, wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. And they worshipped Lucifer, which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Israel, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
In order for him to have that power, he's going to have to defeat the Arabs in the Middle East, because we know the Arabs ain't going to get up off nothing. Go ahead, brother.
Well, it's just like you've been saying from day one, brother. All the world fared better when it was under the rulership of one man.
Of course.
So we got to bring everything together, right?
Correct. It's the revival of the Holy Roman Empire. We were told that the deadly wound was healed. So Europe came back together again, and we see it now under the guise of the EU. Go ahead and read, brother.
Verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Okay, my brothers, chapter 17, in verse 8 through verse 18. So we see political Babylon came upon the scene, and Europe the whole world has one king, right? Okay, chapter 17 in verse 8 through verse 18. Now we were talking about political Babylon. Okay, let's go pick up ecclesiastical Babylon.
Verse 8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the